Previously.
Is it Bring Your Boo to Work Day?
It was cool having her on set. Kelly is not an actress.
I'm not an actress.
You bro.
Yeah, this game is big.
She said it, oh my gosh. Rest in peace, your rent is due.
I loved them because we got to do a lot of those together for a lot of last year.
We'll come up with something else and it'll stick and it'll be fun. Hey guys, guess what? So I've got good news and I've got good news. What is the good news?
You're asking me?
Well, let me start from the beginning. So years and years ago, I did a music project called Your Favorite Martian, an animated comedy music project where I would, sing and rap and I would collaborate and all this stuff. And the biggest song I ever did was a song called Orphan Tears. The company that I was working with, I got into a contract dispute with them. Long story short, I haven't done music in 5 years or so. So your girlfriend has been pushing me to make more comedy songs.
Yay! Everybody's happy.
All right. So I got this idea for a song called Conspiracy Theory Guy. You know that guy on Facebook who every time you post, they reply with like some conspiracy shit. If you're like, hey man, it's nice weather out, they're like, it's the fucking government controls the weather. So anyway, I wanted to do a song about that guy, like a funny rap song, and I hit up the same guy who worked with me on Orphan Tears named Wax. And last week I got to go to his house. He has this great little studio in his house. He actually has 2 of them because that's how much music he makes. And we put this song together, and your girlfriend for the first time got to watch me in the recording process.
It was so fun. You wrote the verses. Wax came in, wrote his verses. We wrote the hook.
Yeah, your girlfriend helped me write the melody for the hook.
Yeah.
So we all got to work on it together, and it was a ton of fun.
It was musical geniuses at work.
She's a genius too. Now I haven't been in the booth in 5 years. 5 years, have not stepped into the recording booth.
He immediately took her on a cheap date. They went to Cheesecake and talked about the deep state.
No, my anxiety was through the roof. I was like gonna fail. I was gonna embarrass myself in front of you.
Oh, come on, that's impossible.
I also had to sing. Which I'm much more comfortable rapping than I am singing. I can sing my songs. I can't like sing Adele and shit or anything like that.
No.
He said he hadn't rapped in a while. He thought he was going to be Rusty William Johnson, but no. It was.
It's punchlines.
Yeah,
But he was fresh.
He was great.
He did great. What's your band name?
So the project name is Fat Damon. It's just something I thought sounded funny to me. Fat Damon.
It does sound like a rapper, I guess. Have you heard the new Fat Damon song? Man,
Yeah.
it's the jam. Who are we gonna go see perform tonight? Fat Damon.
Oh my god. I thought he'd be a lot bigger in person. Knocked her over with that. So I'm shooting a music video now, but before that, I'm gonna put out some kind of lyric video. It's already on Spotify if you wanna go hear the song.
It's on Spotify?
It's already on Spotify. It might already be on iTunes if you wanna go hear the song.
You said that you would replace the Rent is Due pictures with something very creative. I think most people would happily trade the Rent is Due pictures for a whole song and a video.
And if it does well, then we'll do more. Maybe I'll do more. I don't know.
We're already working
Who
on more.
knows where this could take us?
On tour.
Okay. So see, you settle
A
down.
musical comedy act.
Oh my god, like a Ricky and Lucy thing? Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, my dream come true.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get matching suits, some canes, top hats.
That is not happening.
Amazing.
No. Comedy Rappin' Ray is going solo. Here's the other good news. The other good news is I work with a lot of people when I do comedy sketches, and one of the people that I sometimes work with is my buddy Lloyd from Epic Rap. He and I recently did like 3 or 4 sketches together. Epic Lloyd and I are doing a podcast, which we shot the first 2 episodes of the other day. Hey, so we are at Westside Comedy Theater, and we're setting up for our podcast, which is taking us a couple hours because we're getting our equipment together. And we hooked up with my buddy Derek, who I used to do a podcast with back in the day. We transformed Lloyd's 50-seat theater into like this little podcast sound area.
It's like, we're making a great podcast, but it's also a fire hazard.
We had to figure out all of the basic shit again.
Like, I feel like this would be more, like, if we sit like this, it looks better on camera.
Right.
But, like, I'm gonna talk out the side of myself to you.
Like a first date.
Yeah, sure, if we hung that way. Way to make it weird.
All right.
Way to make it weird.
Yeah.
Excited for this?
I am. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. But I podcasted before. Derek's obviously podcasted before because he's done it with me. But Lloyd has never podcasted before, so I actually got to shoot Lloyd's first podcast with him, which is a really cool experience. Have you ever done a podcast, Lloyd?
I've been a guest on a podcast, but I've never been the podcast host, so.
So the topic of the podcast, just overall in general, is about social media and entertainment, because that's something that Lloyd and I both know quite a bit about, because we're both in entertainment and life and all that stuff. So we're talking a lot about, you know, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
Yeah.
all those things. Comedy and like what is an internet comedian and how is that different from like just a standard comedian, and just, you know, stuff like that, stuff that we have a little bit of expertise in.
Articles like this that I just got, here it is, how Facebook is killing comedy.
Yeah, well now I'm curious how Facebook is
Well, here's how it's killing comedy. It's deciding what people get to see, which
100%.
But that kind of can kill comedy, I think.
Yeah, of course.
It's nice to working within a parameters, but it definitely does kill creativity on some level.
I feel like this is the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We just did the podcast in the vlog.
That was a taste.
Right, there you go.
You always give them the drugs for free, you know what I mean?
Right.
Here you go, have a little taste. The next one?
It's gonna cost you. And it was a lot of fun getting there. Again, I haven't done podcasts in years. How did it go?
I thought it went great. It's, who knew I like to talk.
How'd it go, Derek?
Good. I wish I wouldn't have shattered a camera.
Derek being Derek knocked over my camera and broke the monitor on it.
Almost caught, like, because I was here and it fell behind me and I almost caught it right there.
Slow motion. No. Which I know he felt super bad about, but it's just funny to give him shit. Thanks a lot, Derek.
Oops.
Had that camera for 6 years.
How about a GoFundMe?
We'll get it fixed.
Wait, but where can I listen to your podcast?
So the podcast will be on iTunes and it'll be on YouTube. Both. By the time you're watching this, it's probably not out yet, but it's called Kings of Influence.
Kings of Influence.
Yeah, which is not as self-aggrandizing as the title may suggest. When we talk about the Kings of Influence, we're talking about the influencers in the social media world. Not us, but like people. And also us.
So just so they're up to date, you're releasing music.
Mm-hmm.
A soon-to-be lyric video followed by a whole music video.
Mm-hmm.
And a podcast.
And a podcast.
It's all happening.
Thank her. She pushed me into both of these.
I was like, do it! I lovingly encourage.
You should do more music. You know what? You should do podcasts again. Those are great. You blah blah blah. My name's Kelly and I have red hair. This is pretty much how all those conversations went. I know. That was great.
Professional actor, folks.
Be on the lookout for Fat Damon and Kings of Influence.
It's called Your Favorite Redhead.
And
no, wait.
No, it's not called Your Favorite Redhead. We'll have a podcast. Now I'm getting all mixed up. We'll have a vlog out.
Fat Damon and Kings of Influence.
We'll have a vlog out next Sunday.
What the fuck is an algorithm, by the way? No one knows what it is.